everyone, today I'm going to be talking about my story in the psych ward. So, the psych ward, the reason why I went to the psych ward was because I tried to OD. I tried to OD. Um, yeah, I can't really go into details right now currently because, you know, so I tried to OD and they called an ambulance on me. Mom called an ambulance on me. Um, I took I took like 30 pills, um, or more. Who knows? I don't know. I took a lot. So a lot of orange pills, and they the ambulance came. I had to put on like a gray sweater and gray pants, and then they pricked pricked my finger with a needle, and they did my blood sugar, probably overly high, probably like 1,000 over 1,000,000. So, because I'm fat and disgusting. So then they sent me to a different part of the ER where there's like two different rooms. And I was in a separate room, and there was an old lady in the other room. And she shit and pissed the bed. She shit and pissed the bed. I could hear her. She was like, "Oh my god, it's coming out. It's coming out." And they had to change her bed. And the nurses gave me like some type of liquid stuff. I don't know. But there was someone who had to watch me, make sure I didn't harm myself. But I came in with all my electronics because I thought they would let me have them, but no, they took them all away. They put it all in a plastic bag. Um, yeah, they put it all in a plastic bag and sealed it away for a whole week. And I thought I would be going home, but no, they made me strip naked, put on a robe, and they had me in that room from like 10 a.m. in the morning or afternoon to like 10 at night. Um, yeah, they made me pee in a clear bottle. Uh, gave me, they put a needle in my vein again, checked my blood. Um, and then yeah, finally when it was nighttime, they had me waiting in there for like hours at a time. So when that was finally up, they made me plop my fat ass on a chair. Everyone could see it. Um, yeah, so then they wheeled me up to the third room, the psych ward, and they they wheel you in there, and then they weigh you. I thought they were like, "What's your weight?" I was like, "Oh, maybe 300." No, it was 420. It was 420. It was 420. Yeah. Um. So yeah, and then they take you to another part where they undress you, and then they make sure you don't have like any weapons on you, and then it's like a really old man that does it. It's like a really old man that does it, and yeah, the clothes were really small. Everyone could see my stomach because they didn't have my size, which is obviously discriminatory. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I know. But yeah, they sent me in the room with another person. I wish, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't send you in another room with another person because you never know. They could kill you. You know, hopefully they did. They didn't. They didn't kill me, but there was another guy in the room with me. They had like a window, which was good in the room. But the nasty part was the bathroom. The bathroom didn't have any locks on it. The bathroom had no locks, so if someone's taking a shit or if someone's using the bathroom, you can you can literally hear them peeing or pooping and there's like nothing that holds it back. So if you're trying to sleep and someone has to take a crap diarrhea, you could literally smell it when you're sleeping, which is kind of weird. They should have a separate bathroom, but who knows? Probably try to drown themselves in the toilet. I'm sorry, it's not funny. It's actually really sad, but the there was two showers. Um, there was two showers. They didn't lock either, so anyone can just open it. Um, yeah, I was really musty because the soap they gave me was like in a tiny cup, and it was white rain, and white rain doesn't agree with me at all. So they gave me white rain most of the time for my hair, and then the next day I smelled terrible. I only smelled good for like the first minute. So it was finally until like the last coming days until I learned that they give you a toothbrush. So my teeth were white as hell. My teeth were yellow as hell. Um, my armpit smelled really bad. I couldn't shave. They don't give you any razors. They should give you like at least some Nair. Like I could have at least used some Nair, but they didn't give you that either. Um, or at least give me a razor and like supervise me while I do it. But yeah, they don't give you any razor, so you're gonna have to grow a beard. Um, but yeah, they had a separate part of the psych ward. It was like a fun room. That's what they called it. It was like a whiteboard like this, a whiteboard, and it had like the schedule on it. Um, and then there was like a TV, and um, it was protected by a clear shield, and there was chairs on the side next to the whiteboard. There was like a desk, like not desk, but like yeah, like tables and stuff. It's where they eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. Um, I would spend the most of my time in there because I didn't want to sit in my room and do nothing. It's really depressing. So when I was there, I would just walk into the fun room whenever it opened. But what sucks is that it would be closed sometimes. I have to just walk around because I'm really antisocial, for real. So I just had to walk around sometimes. Um, the food was okay. I didn't like the eggs. The eggs were really gross. I don't like eggs anyways, so those were kind of gross. So people were nice there. Most of the people were nice. Um, what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, the phone. The phone was outside. People would be kind of dumb with the phone. Usually you're supposed to leave it hanging, but some people would hang it right back up to the line, and then it would hang up the phone call. So yeah, um, I got to meet with my family one time, but which is weird because they don't let you hug them, which is kind of weird. I didn't like that. They kind of rush you too. Yeah, the ending was really crap. The ending was terrible for that. Um, but yeah, it just felt like days were like flying by. I felt like I kept doing the same thing. I was eating, doing stuff, and sleeping. But you know, we watched some stuff. We watched Wednesday on the TV. We watched other types of movies, Halloween Town. I was listening to K-pop, dancing to K-pop. Um, but yeah, trying to think about what else I can talk about. I would do crossword puzzles in the lobby. They had crossword puzzles that I would do. They didn't really have arts and crafts though. They didn't have arts and crafts, but they had like where someone talks about stuff like I don't know, like talking about like how do you feel 1 to 10, stuff like that. Um, like group. That's what it's called. It's called group. I couldn't think of the name, but they had group sessions. People talking about like what can you do to reach your goals, stuff like that. How are you gonna be different when you get released? Um, yeah, that's about it. Before I left there, we were watching that Netflix show with what's her name? Joey King, who plays the act in the act. It was called like Uglies or something. We were watching that. I didn't get to see the whole ending, but we got to the point where um her friend got turned into a pretty and had gold eyes. Sorry for spoilers. Um, but yeah, at that point they gave me my stuff. They gave me like my shirt. So I was in the fun room with my shirt. I wasn't with the different clothing that they give you, the scrubs. Um, but yeah, the there was before the day I was set to leave, there was two new people coming in, two different people. Um, and there was like, I think he was schizophrenic because he was talking to himself. It was really sad. It was sad. But I heard that they attacked people. Those people coming in were attacking the nurses, and I was kind of scared because at that point, the person who was with me in the room with me, he left, so I was in my room alone. So I was kind of scared. Like it was my last night too, so I was like, you know, I don't wanna, I don't wanna die before I'm trying to get out of here. But I told the nurse I was kind of scared. Can I have a separate room? And then she bring over another guy nurse. He was kind of a dick. I'm not afraid to say it. He was a dick. He was like, "Is it because the color of his skin?" So yeah, that really pissed me off because all I wanted to do was get a different room because I was scared he was gonna kill me in the night. And I told that other guy who was nice, and he said I could be in his room because he was alone. He didn't have anyone sleeping in his room either. But the nurse said no, so I had to be in the room. And what kind of sucks, the guy who was in there with me was nice. Um, yeah. So there was a really rude nurse there. He was a guy with glasses. Um, but yeah, I would read. When I was there, I was reading Wendy Williams, like a magazine on her, and just I was listening to Big Mama by Lotto on the TV. People would change the TV. I would listen to Big Mama, and there was people playing games one night. There was like, I think training nurses. They were there. I was playing like Sorry, the game Sorry, with like people. It was fun. Um, yeah, people were cool. People were nice there. Um, I don't know. I just felt kind of weird there. I felt like I was a statue because they would give me medicine, gave me weird medicine I didn't really want to take. But the other girl nurse who was nice to me when I told her about I was scared to sit in the room with that guy who punched a nurse or tried to kill a nurse. Um, she was nice. She gave me sleeping medication. That one guy was a dick. I didn't like him. I was happy to go after that because I was like, he soured the whole moment. But yeah, Palestinian guy was nice, and that other black girl was nice there. She was nice. Um, there was another white girl there. I think her name was Ashley. I don't want to mention names, but that was her name. Um, but yeah, that's basically it summed up. And then the last day, I was really happy to go. I missed my family at the end of the day. Um, yeah, I didn't tell my grandma about this. Don't want her to see this, but I don't really have anyone really to talk to about it like that because if I'm sad about something, I don't want them to call the ambulance on me again, have to get sent back there. So yeah, they at the end of the psych ward trip, one whole week in the psych ward with no phone, no electronics. Um, So that was around the time I was recording UFO by 5. I was recording my reaction to that. It was a huge gap. That's why. Um, from the Diddy party to UFO by 5, it was a huge gap. My reactions. So, um, yeah, the end of the day, they gave me my bag with all my stuff, my phone, my clothes back. And then yeah, they sent you to the floor, and then there's a guy who drives